Erico here. You guys, how you doing? I want to buy a Nintendo Switch Lite, which is like a new version just to grab everybody's money. It's basically like the same old game again. But I avoided the scam because I didn't buy the Nintendo Switch. I didn't know anything about the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I thought that it was a controller for another game console and it just had a screen. I saw that the things came off it and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that one just went over my head. I saw it, looked at it, didn't really want it. I still have my Nintendo DS that I don't play anymore because it basically died. I got my last few uses out of my PlayStation Vita. I know people are like, that thing is ancient. Like, how you still have that? Nobody plays that anymore. That been dead. It's dead, it's gone, buried, 20 feet under. Give it up. You need to bury yours too. There's no more games for it. The Nintendo Lite is supposed to be similar to a downgraded version of the original Nintendo Switch. It doesn't have the feature where you can take apart the different controls or buttons. It reminds me a little bit of the Nintendo Advance from back in the day, only of course the size is very different. So the overall concept is very interesting to me, and it's good for people who didn't get a chance to buy the original Nintendo Switch or just weren't interested like myself. So now I need another handheld that I can play, that I can just whip out when it conveniences me. When I'm around somebody and they talking about nothing and you don't want to hear them, woo! Whip out the Nintendo Switch Lite. Your parents saying something and you just don't want to listen to it, woo! Whip out the Nintendo Switch Lite. You just want to ignore somebody or just want to look like you're important and you want to seem cool. Woo! Whip out the Nintendo Switch Lite. It sounds kind of like a beer. But like, no. But my problem is, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of games for it, does it? Or maybe it's not a lot of games that suit me. Let's just say that I'm more of like I can do fighting, action. I'm like an RPG person. I like storylines, I like characters. I like to enjoy the whole experience and just get immersed in a story. I know someone's like, you're so geeky. How do you like RPGs? Like, nobody likes RPGs. I like shooting games and I'm masculine and I'm more manly than you. Just simply because I like to shoot things and see blood spill out. No. I can do shooting games though. However, I like my RPGs. I really do. I don't feel like that there's enough games for the Nintendo Switch, period. To be honest with you. And I'm like, okay, do I really want to buy this new version of the Nintendo Switch now? Or do I want to wait? There's some games I want to play. I'm like, maybe I should go ahead and buy it now. The price right now is $200 pretty much. And I could swing that, but then I don't want to swing it and swing it to a pole. And there's no games to really play on it. I just have this whole system laying up in front of me, just like, hey, yeah, you bought me. You really don't have no use for me because you really don't have no games to play. So, you know, I'm kind of in a dilemma right now. But I still kind of want it because I feel like there's still like at least one game that I could play. There seems like there's some cool games on there. I'm ready for another Nintendo console to be in my hand because I grew up with all these Game Boys, you guys. And I was such a spoiled brat. I had Game Boys back in the day of every color. I remember the original one, then the Game Boy Advance. I bought all of them, even the girly colors. And I would go and like break them, throw them under the bed, lie to my parents. But they would keep buying me new ones, and then eventually they were like, you break this one, I'm not buying you nothing. You just got to play with that broken up one that you have. But yes, I'm ready for that whole feel and nostalgia and history of Nintendo back into my hands again. Because I just feel like it would be fun. So you guys, do you recommend any games that I could play? I definitely want to revisit Animal Crossing. I'm thinking about Zelda. I've never beaten a Zelda game.
What?
Yeah, nope. I played the older ones, didn't get through it. Wasn't a bad game. My attention span for certain games just would go down the drain. But I'm willing to try the new Zelda. There's a couple of other games as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. It's something, I think it's like Astro Chain or something like that. It looks like an action RPG. There's also like some visual novel games that I want to play. The thing about Letter and the girl, she committed suicide, and I played that on the Vita, and they added some new features of the real life mode, so I'm very interested in playing that. I don't think I want to play this game on the PlayStation 4. I don't feel like it's that type of game that I would want to play like on the big screen. So I definitely want to keep that on handheld, and I know that was released for the Nintendo Switch. There's a couple other games too that are coming out as well in the future that I want to play. Visual novels, RPG that are supposed to be coming over from Japan to the West. So I'm very interested in trying all these games out. I do believe that I will have a lot of fun with the Nintendo Switch Lite. It's just that I don't know when I'm going to buy it. If I want to buy it right now, if I want to wait. I also thought about maybe I could buy the Nintendo Switch original one, maybe with a bundle or something like that for a cheaper price. But then the features to me just meant absolutely nothing to me. Taking the controllers off of it and the dock, and that means absolutely nothing to me. I just was bored looking at that. I know some people care. I know that there are different reviews online as well where people are like, okay, it's a waste of money because there's not really a lot of games for it. Other people are like, they love it. But it really depends on what you're buying it for, what type of games you like. I'm willing to expand my horizons a little bit because it's just good to have a handheld. Just to be anywhere, you just whip it out and play something. I miss that. I don't have any more handhelds to play. It's so sad. Like, I'm digging graves to put the Nintendo DS in it and the PlayStation Vita in it because there's no other games to play. I'm at a crossroad leading to a dead end, basically. So I need to tear down the wall at the dead end with this new Nintendo Switch Lite. I probably will go ahead and get it soon, most likely. How do you feel about it? Do you have one? If you have the original one, what is your review on it? If you are buying this new one and you have bought it already, how do you feel about it? What is the experience like holding it in your hand, and what games would you recommend for it? Put all of that below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. I also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will be back.